Look closely at this velvety yogurt. It looks absolutely perfect. Rich, smooth, delicious. You can almost imagine the sweet taste of honey. You want to eat it right now, but in exactly 5 seconds, it goes straight into the trash. Why? Because of this tiny string of printed numbers on the lid. It supposedly expired a few days ago, and just like that, culinary perfection suddenly feels like a toxic poison. A tiny drop of black ink just completely ruined your meal. What if I told you that you are throwing away perfectly good food based on a massive misunderstanding? Mountains of fresh produce, untouched dairy, straight into the landfill. Not because harmful bacteria took over, but because a drop of black ink told us to. That moment, when your instincts say one thing, but a printed number says another. That's where the real story begins. Because that moment happens more often than we realize. You open the fridge. You see something that looks completely fine. Nothing about it suggests danger. And yet, you hesitate. Not because something changed, but because the date changed. So let's ask the question. Most people never really think about, what do these dates actually mean? And how much food are we throwing away because we misunderstand them? Every year, millions of tons of food are thrown away, and a surprising amount of that waste has nothing to do with real spoilage. We're not talking about moldy bread or rotten meat. We're talking about food that still looks normal, still smells normal, still behaves exactly the same. Unopened yogurt, sealed packages, pantry goods that haven't changed at all. And yet, they get thrown away. Not because something went wrong, but because something might have gone wrong. And that small shift from reality to assumption is what drives so much waste. For many households, this adds up to hundreds of dollars every year. Not because people are careless, but because they're trying to be safe. And that's the paradox. The very system designed to create trust is also driving massive amounts of unnecessary waste. For most of human history, food safety wasn't based on labels. It was based on biology. People relied on sight, smell, taste. If something looked wrong, or smelled sour, or tasted off, you didn't eat it. And if it didn't, you probably did. That system wasn't perfect, but it worked well enough for survival for thousands of years. Then everything changed. Modern food became sealed, packaged, transported over long distances, stored for extended periods. You can't smell through plastic. You can't inspect a sealed container. And once that connection disappeared, something had to replace it. That replacement was simple, scalable, and powerful. A printed date. Most people treat any date on food as a hard deadline, a binary switch. Before the date, safe. After the date, dangerous. But that's not how it actually works. There isn't just one type of expiration date. There are several, and they mean very different things. Misunderstanding those differences is where the real problem starts. And you can see this confusion. In everyday situations, you open a carton of milk. It smells fine. It looks fine. But the date says yesterday. So what do? Most people don't even think twice. They throw it away. Not because something changed, but because the number changed. Let's break it down. Best before is about quality, not safety. It tells you how long the product stays at its best. Taste, texture, consistency. After that, things might slowly change. A cracker loses its crunch. A yogurt becomes slightly more sour. That's a quality shift. Not a safety issue. If stored properly, many of these foods remain perfectly edible, well beyond the date. Now compare that to use by. This one is different. You'll find it on fresh meat, fish, ready-to-eat refrigerated meals. Here, the date matters because it relates to microbiological safety. After that date, the risk of harmful bacteria increases, even if everything looks normal. And this is where things get tricky, because some risks are completely invisible. Bacteria like Salmonella, Listeria, E. coli, they don't change smell. They don't change taste. They don't change appearance. So in these cases, your senses won't help you. And that's why. This type of date should be taken seriously. There's another factor most people overlook: storage. The printed date assumes specific conditions, especially temperature. A fridge at 4 degrees Celsius slows bacterial growth. At 8 degrees Celsius, it speeds it up. That difference matters more than most people realize, because the date doesn't exist in isolation. It only makes sense in combination with how the food was stored. So the real question isn't just time, it's time under specific conditions. So what should you actually do? Not ignore dates, not blindly follow them, understand them. First, identify the label. Best before means quality. Use by means safety. Then think about storage. Was it kept cold? Was it opened? Then use your senses. Where it makes sense. If something smells off, looks strange, or behaves differently, don't eat it. But if everything seems normal, the date alone may not tell the full story. Now let's make this practical, because once you understand the system, the next question is obvious. How long is food actually still good? Take yogurt, unopened, and properly refrigerated. It can often stay fine. For 1, even up to 3 weeks. Past the best before date because it's acidic. And that slows bacterial growth. Milk is more sensitive. But even here, a few days past the date is often not unusual if it's been stored properly. Your nose can be a good first indicator. Now look at dry foods. Pasta, rice, crackers. These don't really spoil. In the traditional sense, they may lose texture or flavor, but they rarely become unsafe quickly. In many cases, they can last months beyond the date, if kept dry and sealed. And then there are canned goods. If the can is intact, no bulging, no rust, no leakage, they can last a very long time. Months, sometimes even years. Here the limiting factor is quality, not safety. But all of this depends on one thing: storage, consistent temperature, unopened packaging, no major fluctuations. If those conditions aren't met, shelf life drops quickly. So instead of asking, "Is this past the date?" ask this: "How was this stored?" And, "What does it look like right now?" Because that's often a much better indicator. When you understand this, something changes. You stop treating every date like a hard stop. You waste less food, you spend less money, and you make better decisions. Because now you know where the real risks actually are. Expiration dates aren't a single rule. They're a system. Quality, safety, logistics. Some matter a lot. Some matter less than you think. And understanding that difference changes everything. The next time you open your fridge and you see something that's just past the date, don't look at the number first. Look at the food, not the date.